Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.
Grand rising to you billionaires. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the new Black Wall Street as we present you guys the Black Money and Power Show. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, the Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. The book that I wrote, guys, is a study of Black wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way. But if you do, I recommend that you study wealthy people. Well, you can find your copy by simply going to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. Pick up your copy today. While you're there at the site, ordering your book, one of the last 6 audio books, go ahead and check out the store where you'll find other Black author books that deal in the area of personal finance, business development, and personal development. We do have some books for your kids. We do have some Black history activity books. We do also have some financial literacy books that introduce your children and your children's children, your nieces and your nephews, to investing, to credit, to the world of insurance, to the world of entrepreneurship as well. So go ahead and do your family a favor, right? And teach the kids early what we learn late, even if you didn't learn it at all. You can still put some proper resources in front of them, give them options as they grow up as well. And then last but not least, there you'll find on that website, theblackbillionairesclub.com, a tab that says join the club. If you've been liking what we've been doing here, you're waking up early, you're ready to get the worm, well, the next step is for you to join the club. Here's the deal, guys. Got today and tomorrow are the last 2 days that I will do this for free. That was my give back. The whole month of February, Black History Month, has been my give back to the community to find those who are looking, who are seeking, and then you have found. And so if you want to take it to the next level, you become a member for $5 a month on our page there, or you decide to join our club, which is $50 a month. You choose your level, right? You choose your level, or you can do absolutely nothing, and then hopefully you go find another teacher. Okay, that's just what we'll do. Roll call time, guys. Let us know who's here. And then the like button, the share button, the follow button, subscribe button, the heart button, anything you hit as we are broadcasting across the World Wide Web and the Facebook and also YouTube here this morning. Love to know just how far our reach is this morning. So in the comments below, let us know your city, your state, your country, your city, your state, or the country that you represent here today as we're broadcasting across our virtual studio here in Decatur, Georgia. That's right, Decatur, where it is greater. That's where we're at. Let's find out who is here this morning. Grand rising to all of you beautiful souls. Y'all getting up, y'all ready to go get it. Understanding that money never sleeps, although we must sleep. We're getting up this morning to see if we can go find some, so we can go start our treasure hunt this morning, right? Every morning, every day, I'm on a treasure hunt. I'm on the treasure hunt. Grand rising to your brother Tyrese is in the house. Donto Williams out of Memphis. Grand rising to your brother. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Miss Yvette Goodrich always showing up. From Boston, Massachusetts. Memphis is representing brother Mari. Mari's in the house out of Oakland, Tennessee. Grand rising to brother Marcus Bailey. Oh, yeah, counting up my coins, bro. I got 27 more days on my trial. I'm going to squeeze the book out of every Lincoln I can. Count, big bro. You know exactly. It's exactly 2 a.m. where I'm at. Don't you? Yikes, it's worth it. I'm going to shut up and listen. All right, man. Seattle is in the house, man. Thanks so much for joining us, man. Teach our children early what we learn late. Grand rising to you. Miss Marie Johnson is in the house. Committed. All right, we are committed out of Georgia. Brother Wilhelm Watt, our Dutch friend out of Toledo, Ohio. Thanks so much for joining, and also your commitment to the presentation coming up next Thursday. We appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much. 5 in the morning, absolutely. Rochester, representing Rochester, New York, 585 is in the house, man. So let's get right to this thing, guys. We'll get right to this thing here as our crypto trading billionaires. Again, if you are in the BBC and join us here this morning, go and put console hashtag BBC. And for everybody else, that's right, Crypto Trading Billionaires hashtag CTB. And you might put all the hashtags because some of y'all are representing all types of things going on up in here as we're going to get to the money. Right now here on the Black Money and Power Show. So of course we're going to start by, this is our Coinbase platform that we are just building we're just building our wealth through Coinbase right now. It's some other platforms I'll show you as well as we continue to learn and be exposed to some things, but this is our starter platform. And so if you're a person that's watching here live, or you might catch the replay and you don't have access to the crypto market yet, well, I recommend you start with Coinbase, and there's a lot of reasons why. But there is a link in the description. I'll also put a link in the comments in case someone's watching us here live today, and you can go and get your Coinbase account today. Okay, it's just like opening up a checking account or a savings account or any type of financial account that you might have. Give them the proper information. They'll give you an account. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free for you to get. But then it's all about how you use this tool that you have. That's what it comes down to, how you actually use the tool. What's going on, Miss Selena? How are you? Thanks so much for joining us here today. So we're going to start with our review. I don't know how much we're going to get done today because the market is kind of, we'll take a look here and see what the market is. Of course, the market is saying it's up 5%. We have Bitcoin, which is basically flat from yesterday, 24 hours ago. So no real movement there. It went up and went down and went up and went down, but it didn't go nowhere. Okay. But it was an opportunity for our traders to go in and scalp some stuff and sell for profit and come back in and do it again. Just keep repeating itself. But we're going to take a look here predominantly at Bitcoin, see what's going on, and predict where it's going to head next. All right. So we have Ethereum that's down 1%. It's currently at $1,400, $1,461 per coin. This thing called Cardano, if you remember yesterday, I came in yesterday and I bought me some Cardano yesterday. And now I'm glad I did because I'm up 32%. In that move that I did yesterday, and I'll show you that in just a second. I had to do that on another platform because that's not available here on Coinbase. But before you go to other platforms, go looking for other coins. I'm telling you, just master what you currently have. And so I just basically decided I was going to master the 42 coins that they make available to me on Coinbase before I really started moving to other platforms, trying to find other diamonds in the rough, so to speak. So at any rate, we keep going here. Stellar Lumens, I like that, up 11%. I've been holding Stellar Lumens. I like that. I'm going to have to go look at this, see how current this is, see what I'm going to do here with Stellar Lumens. XLM as well. And so we just keep moving down the pike. So we understand 5%, right? So let's come over here. I'll take a look here. Let you guys see here. We're currently at 16.7 here in this portfolio. See, it's been moving kind of flat over the past, past 8 hours or so. 16.7 in this account. And I'm looking at another 32 here. That leaves at 19.9. So I've been flat as well. But I'll tell you what I've been doing. Although it hasn't been growing, so to speak, it hasn't lost anything over the past couple of days either, or last day or two. I would like to see some more growth because, I really wanted to move past 20,000. But at any rate, I'll show you what I have been doing because this has been pretty important as well. So let's take a look at Bitcoin first. This is what we want to look at. I want to take a look at Bitcoin. I'll come over here to my BTC, and I'm actually going. What's important to me? I'm gonna go out and in. Okay, let's go out and in. So now I'm gonna teach you real quick. Well, hopefully you'll see this as we look at this chart. Okay, as we look at this chart, hopefully you'll see this. Somebody just hit me up on a thing. I woke up catching up with video. Couldn't attend during the week. That's information. I'm in like 2 slots of the. Let's see. Y'all understand, man. You have to stop inboxing me. I do not like inboxes. Why are we? Look at that. I hate that. Don't get it. All right. At any rate. Let me come back. All right. So let's look here. So let's take a look to see what we got going on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, and I know it's small on the screen. Let me see. Can I? Let me try to find something bigger. Let me try to find something bigger. Let's go to investing.com. I really want to see if we can see something bigger here. And we're going to look here at crypto. We're going to look at the BTC USD chart. Hopefully this will be bigger. Maybe I can make this one bigger. And we'll go month out, week. Let's see if we can we make this bigger? Get all this stuff off the screen. Okay, let's do off the screen. Can I make this bigger? Okay, let's do this. Now, can I make this bigger? Yes, I can. All right. Now, this is what I'm talking about right here. All right, here we go. Now, I think this is better. Is this better? This must be better. Yes, this is better. All right. All right. So now we're gonna do a little chart reading. This is what's really important to learn and understand. So we can see here back in basically the beginning of the month. We're back here on February 3rd or so, 2nd. We see the huge run up of Bitcoin all the way to this top point here at 58,236. Okay. So that's what we see here. And this date is basically the 21st. So now we just want to look from the 21st on forward. Okay. So now we're at the 20. This is the 21st, right? So now what's important? What's going to happen before? So this 21st represents an all-time high. Everybody putting console ATH. This represents an all-time high. So now we're going to read this chart from that point forward because this is an all-time high. I mean, that's basically a ceiling, right? It's a ceiling at this point. Until it breaks it, it's a ceiling at this point. All right. So it's an all-time high. So now from the all-time high, we saw the drop. We all participated in this drop 2 days ago. Not 2 days ago, a week ago. And then for those that's been watching this, that's been tuning in and watching this show, we start coming in and we started buying right around this 46, 45 range, right? You guys remember that? For those that's been not just watching, but those who have actually been making some moves, we started buying it as 45, 46 range, right? So then we rolled the 46 up or 45 range up roughly to right around here to this 50 range, right? To this 50 range here, we got out, right? We start securing the bag or whatever the case may be. Then we rolled it right back down. This would be on the 25th, 2 days ago. Rolled it right back down to this 45 range. This was 2 days ago, yesterday, when we were looking at this at in the morning. I was like, yes, and we started watching the battle and all that stuff go place between the Bulls and the Bears. Then the thing ran up to 48. Came back and retested again at 48, and this is where it's at right now. So we had an opportunity to get in right down here 45 and then sell at 50. We got an opportunity to get in again at 45 and then sell at 48, right? Doing securing the bag option, not coming fully all the way out, but making progress or making profits on the way back up and down, buying low, selling high, buying low, selling high. Everybody put that console, buy low, sell high. We just kept doing that over and over and over again. Okay. We're just recycling money. Buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, right? Real simple. Okay. Now we're going to take a look at this last part where we currently are. Okay. This last part is so important. So right here, this part right here is what's important. So we see we were down here at 44.5, and we mentioned 45 was a big number. And then now the next big number is 48. Right? 48 is the next big number because it retested up here and it didn't break. So now we got to ask ourselves, it bounced down here. This is the first part. It took a bounce up here off the top, but we consider this to be resistance at this point. We still have support down here at 44.5 or 45. Now we have a new resistance, which would be still. So think about this. Think about this little line that's going across. Think about that like a floor. Like let's just think about you're in a let's just say you're in an apartment building or a hotel or something like that, and they got floors, right? And now you're in the stairwell, and you're going up from the 44th floor to the 48th floor. But then when you try to go to the 49th floor, that's the penthouse, and that's locked. So you can't go past the 48th floor. So then you come back down, you just keep going back and forth between all these floors, and this is kind of where you hang out. You hang out between the 45th floor and the 48th floor. All right. So the 45th floor represent your bottom. It represent your base. This is where you hang out. This is the lowest that you'll go at this particular point, and then 48 will be the highest you go. Right. There will be support and resistance. It'll be a floor and a ceiling. Same thing, right? You guys getting that? Everybody guys will support resistance. So now we see 48 as a resistance. We see 45 as a support. Now, this thing is going to do one of three things, okay? It's either going to break down below 45. It's going to continue to go sideways and just stay between 45 and 48. Or it's going to break out or break up, and it's going to break through the ceiling and go past 48. So let's talk about the short term. In the short term, what do you think is going to happen next? Short term. What do you think is going to happen? Now, short term could be the next day, next week, within the week or whatever. What do you think is going to happen next? Now, again, let's go back. Let's go back a little bit further. For a longer term period, we have here where we had an all-time high. It dipped all the way down. Then it started to go sideways, and then it came down a little bit further. So this would be a high. This would be a lower high, and this would be a lower high. Although we have this high right here that was kind of broken. So it did kind of break the downward cycle. Over here we have a low, we have a lower low, and then we broke right here for it to go sideways. But the problem is that it broke again. So it should have been going sideways from here, which is 50, and here, which is 48. It should have started going sideways from there, but it didn't. It broke down. And then now it's breaking down and say, okay, now this is a new high, so we can eliminate this. This will be a high. This will be a lower high. This will be another lower high. This will be another lower high. So now that we see this going back in the chart a little bit further, what do we expect to happen next in the short term? Oh, y'all didn't think y'all was gonna have to think this morning, huh? Y'all thought everyone was gonna tell y'all everything, huh? Oh, now for you guys that are you that do options, you do forex, you've been reading charts. This should not be very difficult. But what I found is that even people that have done that stuff, maybe they've been doing it automatically, maybe the system has been telling them what to do next. They haven't really learned it for themselves. So somebody say sideways. Sideways, okay, give me the parameter. We're going sideways from where to where? Test the lower high. Next, it's going a higher low. Okay. This is a very difficult one. And there's no one's going to be right, guys, but just put whatever you think is going to happen next. Right? Over the short. And when I say happen next, obviously I'm talking about you think it's going up. Okay. So, all right, let's keep going, right? I don't think it's going up. Not in the short term, right? The chart does not, there's nothing about this chart that says go up, is there? Right? Let's go back. Is there anything in this chart that says it's going up? We had an all-time high. We broke down all the way down to 45. We tried to break to go up. It didn't make it. Stopped at 50,000. Got put back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The bulls, the Matumbo came and said, "Not my house. Get this out of here." And then it shot down and it broke down again. So right here it went from 45 now down to 44.5. So that didn't make it. The bulls didn't push it up past this point. Now it's down here in a whole new window of sideways consolidation. But there's nothing about this right now that says go up, is there? Everything is showing going down. So I don't know now we can not saying the long term it won't go up, but the short term does not tell us, the short term chart does not say go up. There's no way that you can see that this thing is saying go up from here. I don't see where you see that at. Everything is pointing down or sideways, one of the two. Right? It can go down. I'm not saying what we think is going to, not what we think in our mind is going to happen based upon whatever news that we have and all that stuff. That's not what I'm asking. What I'm saying is from a pure looking at this chart standpoint, not how we feel about Bitcoin or what we believe is going to happen next. That's not what it is. I'm moving away from my feeling and my thoughts to what do my eyes tell me. There's two different things. Now, how many guys know that your eyes are bigger than your eyes sometimes are bigger than your wallet, right? So it's not about how I feel about Bitcoin. It's not about as it relates to this, as it relates to what we're discussing right now. It is not about how you feel about the long-term, bullish stand of Bitcoin and all that stuff, and maybe some news that's out and all that stuff, all that sentiment. We're not talking about sentiment right now. We're not talking about fundamentals right now. We're talking about straight, purely technical analysis, which is reading the chart. And what do your eyes tell you as you read the chart? You understand what I'm saying? There's different levels to this. when I say different levels, there's different ways to evaluate or to analyze something. And I'm saying, hey, move our emotions away, move anything that we know about articles or news or anything like that. Any big fish that have bought stuff and all that stuff. Let's move away from all that and let's just read the chart. This is how you're going to be successful if you can separate what you see from how you feel. All right? Separate what you see from how you feel. So I will say this. There's absolutely no way that you can look at this chart and say it's going up. Just looking at the chart. Okay? There's no way that you can say, I think this is going up, just looking at the chart, unless you just are seriously don't know how to read the chart. So let's get that out of the way. This chart is not saying go up. It's showing either one or two things. It's showing either from a longer term perspective that it's still going down. Of course, that may change as more information comes up, right? So now what are we looking for? What are we looking for to really get a good indication of where this thing is going? Right now, it's showing that it's going down. Okay, which if I believe that to be, if I believe what my eyes tell me, that also should indicate that I need to get my money together so I can go in and buy, right? Because I want to buy low, sell high. Here's the reason why we're having such a problem. So you guys notice in the BBC, I've been saying, hey, we need this thing to cross. We need this thing to push past. We need it to break out of 48,000. That's the key number. If it breaks out of 48,000, it's going to go to the moon. It's going to rocket off. It's going to go, if it breaks 48,000, it's probably going to break 58,000 in a very short amount of time. But it's got to break in order for it to break its downward or its decline. Something has to happen. It needs the power to break the decline. We see the decline. Boom, decline, sideways consolidation, decline, sideways consolidation. So the pattern is showing it's going to be another decline. So we need something to happen. This weekend would be great. The stock market's closed. You know what I'm saying? We got good news coming out. Sentiment is good. Everybody's bullish on Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? We got Bitcoin. Coinbase was going to be going public. This is all great news. But until the money comes and pushes this thing forward, we still have to believe what the chart is telling us until the chart tells us something different. You understand what I'm saying? Now we can put ourselves in position for the good news that's coming. We can put ourselves in position for the sentiment. We can put ourselves in a position to be in front of the money, but still don't argue with what the chart tells you. Am I making any sense to anybody? Now, of course, I'm doing this one more day. One more day. That's it. I'm going to honor my commitment one more day. But if you find that you're getting this anywhere else for $5 a month or $50 a month or anything, please let me know. I need to go sign up. Okay? So let's see here. Let's see what you guys are saying. All right, so we're making any sense now. We see support resistance, we see sideways consolidation. Rob here says sideways. So the next point of contention, so to speak, for this Bitcoin is right here at 44.5. It's probably going to come down to 44.5, or it may do what it's doing now, which is represent a higher low. Either way, we're still at the same point. Whether it comes and touches 44.5 or not, we're still at the same point because we're probably bullish on Bitcoin at this particular point, meaning that we expect it to go higher long term, but we still have to break 48,000. That is the key number at this point. So now, if I say, okay, we're at 48,000 is the number. That's the number we're looking to break. Now we can position ourselves, right, based upon that number. So if it drops to 44, let's just say it drops to 44.5, then we say, okay, but we still believe that 48 is the big number. Then I would probably buy at 44 because I believe 48 to be the big number. That'll give me, essentially 4,000 on top of a 4,000 on top of a $44,000 asset type of appreciation in the short term. So this is why I can kind of dictate, okay, let's buy now, even though we're talking about $48,000 or $44,000, or it don't matter, because I'm not looking at the price of something. I'm looking at the chart. I don't care what it costs, because I can pretty much determine what's happening next just based on looking at the chart. Is that making any sense to anybody? The same way we're doing right now. It's just probably making more sense because we're discussing it. It's probably making more sense because you have a teacher that can help you to see what you may not see. Okay, so that's why I can say, hey man, oh, that thing hit 45,000. Let's go ahead and let's go pick some up, because now I feel like I'm getting something at a great value, and that goes across the board. But I'm still waiting. I mean, because I'm picking stuff up, hoping that the breakthrough comes up and it breaks off. And it may not break off all the way to 58,000 on the short term, but I believe once it breaks 48, it's going up to the upper room. And then now I can start looking at this level, 51,000. So if I bought something at 44,000 or 45,000, and then I wait, I'm patient enough for it to break through this 48, because I believe it will break. My next level is 51. So what do I do at 51? Let's just say this happens. I came in, I got it 44,000, 45,000, doesn't matter. This thing breaks, finally breaks this 48,000, and it starts going up. It gets to the next level of contention, which is going to be this next level. Now listen, all of these higher lows that I just mentioned, a high here, a higher high. A high here, all these lower highs, lower high, right? Lower high. All these lower highs now become the next level of contention. So now I'm talking about, okay, we break 48. Can we break 51? Can we break 54? And can we break 58? Do y'all see these levels? Do y'all see these floors? Do you see these? We're going up the escalator, or we're going up the stairs of this apartment building, and the apartment just happens to be Bitcoin, and we just happen to be trying to go up or down the stairwell on our way to financial freedom. Do you understand? Do y'all see that? So now let me ask you this. Let's just say you see this. So if I get it at 44 and we break 48 finally, right? Because it tested it twice. I mean, it's either going to break down or break up. It tested it twice. So it's either saying we can finally break through this glass ceiling or we can't. I believe we can. It's all about your belief, though. If it hits 51 after it breaks 48, what do you do next? What do you do now? What do you do at 51? If the scenario plays out, this is all an if-then statement. If we buy at 44, 45, and if it finally breaks 48, and if it gets to 51, what are you doing at 51? What do you do at 51? So Tyree said buy. Gavin said sell. What do you do at 51? Oh, it's 5:28. Okay, man, we'll be right back after the break. What do you do at 51? All right, guys. Thanks so much, man. Again, Black Bazaar for sponsoring today's episode. Not Black Billionaires Club, but Black Bazaar. Black Bazaar for sponsoring today's episode. You can find Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, Black art inspired gifts, all at the Black Bazaar. Of course, that's another way that you can support this. What we're doing here. We get enough support, I'll keep teaching for free. Won't get enough support? Nah, that ain't gonna happen, right? So anyway, y'all got 2 more days of this free stuff. 2 more days of teaching what no one else is teaching you guys to learn about how to make your money work harder for you than you work for it. But check out the Black Bazaar at theblackbazaar.com, theblackbazaar.com. I want you guys to remember this, that once you shop black, you never go back. Okay. Of course, all of our proceeds go towards building the money school. Go towards building the money school. So let me do this real quick. We do have a couple things I want to, while you guys are still answering the question, what do you do next? Right? Again, the scenario is this. I bought it 44, 45, whatever. This thing, we was counting on the breakout. It broke out past 48, right? Gets to 51. What do I do now? Okay, what do I do now? Let you guys know a couple things. Some of you guys need a Coinbase account, so I'm going to give you this link in the comments just in case, so I don't forget. So if you need to, access to the crypto markets, here's the Coinbase link for you to be able to go set up your account, so it makes sense what we're looking at here. For those that are saying, I still need the class 101, right? We do have a few slots still available for your intro to crypto class. I'll put that in links below, in the comments below. Intro to crypto class, which is next Saturday. Okay, next Saturday. I am working on a crypto class 102, which we will release in the end of March. So we're going to actually break. What you're looking at now is actually probably 102. But you're here, so you happen to get it. A lot of people didn't wake up this morning. Still, it's Saturday. They say they got to sleep in on Saturday. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right, on Saturdays. No, I told y'all weekends are made to get rich. But some people ain't adopted that philosophy yet, so they're still in the bed. That's okay. You guys are here, so you guys get some of this 102 for your time. All right. And I think that's all I got. I got a busy day today, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to keep on going. All right. So let's see what you guys are saying here. What do you do? See, this is where, the whole planning in advance, having a plan, working my plan so that I can continue to build wealth. With no plan, you just I don't know what you're doing. You're just hoping. Hope is not a financial strategy. Hope may get you in the game. It may even keep you in the game, right? So Tyree said he's buying. I guess you're saying you're buying at 51. Gavin said he's selling. Mark said he's selling. Rob says he's taking profits. Louis said sell at 48, buy at 51. Yeah, you need to, $5 a month, brother, or $50 a month. You're gonna need to make one of those decisions. You need to come to the class. Come on, man. Here's a philosophy. Here's why I talked to a new mentee this morning who was hitting me up. I said, man, listen, here's what my billionaire mentor, he taught me. He simply said, you have to decide that you're going to empty your wallet to fill your mind, so that later you can empty your mind to fill your wallet. And that was that philosophy that made me begin to invest in myself. Everybody put in console, invest in myself. It was that philosophy that caused me to sacrifice some things. I sacrificed the Snickers. I sacrificed the dating, right? Taking girls out on dates when I didn't really have the money. I sacrificed a lot of that stuff so I can get rich. A lot of that stuff. I sacrificed the weed. I sacrificed the alcohol. I ain't sacrificed the sex now, but I did sacrifice the whole dating stuff. Okay? Still had to get me some every now and then. Let's just keep it real up in here. Okay? Let's just keep it real. But I took my words from my billionaire mentor who said, empty your wallets to fill your mind. And investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So later you can empty your mind to fill your wallet. You know what he said? He said the girls will still be there. The alcohol, it'll still be there. The marijuana, it'll still be there. Right? They'll still be there. Why don't you go ahead and get rich first? Okay? All right. So now Sari said, okay, secure the bag and buy some more. Yvette said, buy at 51. Buy low, self high is the formula. Vivian said, hold. Luis, I'm not sure. I'd sell some at 48, hold some to wait, see if it breaks the next previous lower high, 51, and buy in at 51 if it does. Okay. Gets to 51, sell, and then it could possibly drop to a new support and buy the dip, rinse, and repeat. Well, this is a star student right here. Rob Harris says, take profits, divide bags in thirds and fourths, and take profits slowly so you're not all in or all out at once. Hold and grow. Okay. So I think the best answer is this. If it gets to 51, right, you sell. You don't sell everything. You don't have to sell everything. And here's what I teach. Secure the bag. You don't sell your profits. you sell your capital. You sell your initial capital, you let your profits ride. That means that you're now riding on house money. So if it gets to 51, but it doesn't break 51 and it starts to come back down, you got your capital back that you can then reinvest if it comes back down and test what he could say is a new support. That new support could be 48. So then if it comes back down to 48, after it gets to 51, I got my capital out, my profits are still riding. I can come back in with some of my capital and buy some more at 48. Okay. Now we see the downtrend. The downtrend, hey, it came down. Let me go back. It comes down, boom, sets this new low, so it's a new low, extravagant, but then it comes up and starts going sideways. Then it comes down again, it goes sideways. What do you think is going to happen on the way up? It's going to come up, then it's going to probably go sideways. Then it's going to come up again, it's probably going to go sideways. The same way that it's going down is the same way it's probably going to come up. This is called the pattern of Bitcoin. It's a pattern. And you begin to read and recognize patterns, right? History does not repeat itself, but oftentimes it does. It's just going to be the reverse of what we see on the way down. We'll see the same thing on the way up, if it goes up. But we're now trying to see if what is this thing going to do, right? This is why we're watching. Like, okay, so then now when I get my BBC app, we're working on the app, by the way, we're going to be able to set an alert. If it breaks 44 on the way down, we know that it's still going down. If it doesn't break 48, but it breaks 48, it's going to start going up. Either way, I need two alerts at this point. I need an alert at 48, and I need an alert at 44.5. Everything else is in the middle. Now you can play the middle. You can say, hey, it comes down. I want to buy a little bit more. I want to sell a little bit at 48 and keep on doing that. If you keep going sideways, you can play sideways. You can play down. You can play up. It doesn't matter. You can, as long as you see these levels, right? As long as you see these levels, that's what's important. How you play those levels is up to you. But you can't play them until you see them. Everybody put it down on levels. These are levels to a chart. This chart is just one chart. But the interesting thing is, this one chart is a very similar chart that we'll see across the board in crypto. That's why I say, as long as you know how to read the chart for Bitcoin, you can pretty much see the same patterns take place in most, probably about 90% of all the other coins. But you got to learn how to read the chart. If you're going to be a trader, you don't have to read the chart if you're going to be a holder. Now, some people say hold, right? Vivian Reed said hold. She's probably not a trader. Marie Johnson said hold and grow. She's probably not a trader. She's an investor. That's okay. But I'm talking to two different mindsets. I'm talking to the person that holds. No problem. Just hold. You're not gonna be playing the thing up and down. You ain't got that kind of time. You know what I'm saying? I just want to hold it and let the thing go to the moon. That's fine. That's an investor, right? That's an investor mindset. And here's the other thing. It's important for you to know your mindset when it comes to the markets. Are you an investor? Are you a trader? Are you kind of a combo between the two? Put that in the comments below, right? I know Marie is an investor. I can tell by her answer she's an investor. Now, here's the problem for Marie. Not for her particular. I'm saying a Marie type person. She really might be an investor. She really is. But some strange reason she sees these opportunities in the market and then she wants to try to go be a trader. And then she start messing up. So, but until she decides, okay, I do want to invest. Okay, she said, I want to be a trader. Okay, right. So that's what I was just about. I'm glad you said that, Miss Marie. No, I want to be a trader. Just an educated guess. I want to learn. Right, that's fantastic. You want to be, okay. So you want to be a trader, Miss Marie, but right now you're an investor. You're learning to trade. Am I correct in that assumption? You are an investor. You're a buy and hold, long term. You know what I'm saying? Set it and forget it. Come back to it in 10 years and see what happened type of person. That's probably your mindset right now. You're learning to be a trader. Am I correct in that assumption? And I'm making that assumption just based off your answers. This is why when you talk to someone that's been doing it, they can say, okay, well, this is your profile. But now if we want to get over here, we're going to have to learn this new way of thinking, right? Vivian Reed, am I correct? That's probably you too. You probably are an investor, right? You think long term. You just want this thing to, do what it do so that you can retire comfortably or your children's children can eat off this plant, whatever. But then you're saying, well, That's my mindset. That's how I've been operating for a long time, but I do want to learn how to trade. Okay. So this is very important. Some of you are traders. You're traders, but you see. So if you're a trader, but you're trying to operate with an investing mindset, it's not gonna work. It's gonna be difficult because you're conflicted, right? If you're an investor, you're trying to operate with a trader's mindset, that's not gonna work either. You're gonna be conflicted. Now you could be a combo, but that combo means I know how to take the hats off. Okay. And now women, this is why I say women will probably be the best traders, because they know how to wear so many hats at the same time. Sometimes they're just trying to wear too many hats at the same time. They know how to switch it off. They know how to be they know how to be a lady in the streets and a freak in the bed. I'm just going to keep it real up in here. This is why I think women will be the best traders on the market. They know how to be a lady in the streets and a freak in the bed. Woo! So it's just going to take a while. It's going to take some training. It's going to take showing up. It's going to take investing in yourself so we can help you be the very best trader that you can be, or the very best investor that you can be, whichever one that you decide that you want, whichever one you decide. Okay. So y'all see me playing mixed doubles because I've learned how to change my mind based on how I'm attacking the market. Okay. Okay, great question. So how do you not convert? How do I transform my mind? Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. The renewing part is a daily process, right? Renewing. It doesn't say just renew once. So it's a renew. So that means you show up every day as often as you can, right? You keep asking the questions that you ask, and then eventually it's going to click. It's going to say, oh, now that makes sense. And then when I ask a question about a chart later on down the road, you're going to be having all the answers. Here's the thing. Then you got to decide, Miss Marie, that you're going to sit in the front of the class and not the back. Right? You want to sit in the back with everybody, that don't really want to pay attention. They want to play pencil pop and all that stuff. You want to sit in the front of the class and just ask as many questions as you humanly possibly can. Just say, man, he might not answer all of them, but he's going to answer most of them because I'm going to keep on asking. That's how you convert. That's how you change your mind. That's how you change yourself, in a sense. You're not changing totally. You're just saying you're just adding a new skill, right? You're just adding a new tool in your toolbox, and for women it'll probably be some new utensil in the kitchen. You see what I'm saying? Not making any sense. So right, Lewis, we have an identity crisis. Now here's the thing: most Black folk, or most people that look like me, most people, period, have a trading mindset. They don't have a trading mindset, nor do they have an investing mindset. They have a lotto mentality. They attack the market like it's a lotto. They attack it like it's a game. And it's cool if you want to play the game, but master the game. They attack the market like they're going to Vegas. That's how they attack the market. That's fool's gold. They lose more than they win. Okay. All right. Okay. You don't like that comparison? All right. I always stand in the front. Thanks for the reminder. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Okay. So because we're not attacking this thing with the lotto mentality, because we're already see the reason why we can say we're not attacking with lotto mentality, because we're planning our work. Everybody put in console, plan your work and work your plan. Before this even happens, before anything happens, based upon where it is right now, we are planning our plan. We're making our plan of attack. If this happens, this is what we're going to do. If this happens, this is what we're going to do. If this happens, this is what we're going to do. This is what I learned in logic. It was like if then. Everybody put in console, if ... then ... If ... then ... If this happens, then I'm going to do this. If this happens, then I'm going to do that. And if this happens, there's only one or three things that it can do. It's either going to go up, it's going to go down, or it's going to go sideways. If it goes up, here's what I'm going to do. If it goes sideways, here's what I'm going to do. If it goes down, here's what I'm going to do. Is that making any sense to anybody? Okay. How many, think about this for a second. How many of these investing groups, how many of your investor friends, how many of your Forex people, how many of your options people are talking like this? If then, if then, if then. So now you're not caught off guard. Hey, if it goes up, here's what I'm going to do. I already know what I'm going to do. If it goes sideways, shit, here's what I'm going to do. I already know what I'm going to do. If it goes down, okay, here's what I'm going to do. And that's it. It's really, I'm making it as simple as can possibly be. You don't see a whole bunch of 50 million, lines on my screen. You don't see none of that stuff. We just basically read a chart without none of that stuff. Would you agree? Would you agree that you can see that you can understand what was just explained, and you see it for yourself, and you're not like, oh, he's just talking and it's not making any sense. You can literally see it on the screen, and you can comprehend some of the strategic planning that we have in place, regardless of what this thing does next. Is anyone confused? Because I told you I can teach this to a 5th grader. I just want to make sure. This is. I'm not gonna say it's simple Simon stuff, but I think I hope that I've done a good job as a teacher conveying a message that you receive, and it's not hard for you to chew on it. It's milk and not steak. Okay? All right. If Ms. Goodrich says she understands a little bit, then we're in a good place. We're in a good place. Now, we can come back over here for a little bit, go back down to a little bit screen. So now we can see that it doesn't look like it's coming back to test this 45 range, but it is doing some sideways consolidation on this very, very short term at this 46.7. That's what's happening right now on this back end. So now we're starting to see where now we look at this 5-minute chart. Drop 46, drop, went back up. Now we see a new level of support, which looks to be at about 46.7. So that seems to be where we are now, between 46.7. Now listen to this. We went from 45 and 48 to now we're looking at about 46.5 and 48. So you see how this window is closing, or the stairs are collapsing. We no longer have to worry about 45. Now our new number is 46.5. Our bottom number is 46.5. Our top number is 48. Do you see that? Our support number is 46.5. Our resistance level is 48. So now what does that say? That says, well, the person who got in at 45 and is still holding, they feel pretty dang on good, because at the very least, they have 46.5, which is still putting them in the money. But then also, what does it say? This says, man, if we established a new support. Now think about this for a second. Again, I'm just trying to make something see. Hopefully you see something. I'm gonna take this to a 5-minute candle right here. Okay, now these candles represent 5 minutes. We're now in the new 46.5 is a new support, but 48 is still the resistance. Now think about this. Okay, now I'm gonna see if I can explain this. I wish y'all could see me. Okay, so the top is 48 being resistance. The bottom was 45, but the 45 got crunched up. Now that 45 is 46.5, right? Which gives us the indication that it's getting stronger, right? That my legs are getting stronger because they no longer have to bounce off of 45. They're now bouncing off of 46. And if we keep bouncing up, what do you think is going to happen at 48 eventually? Again, I was long-winded. I was bouncing off 45. That compressed to now 46.5. My top is still the same, but I'm getting a whole bunch more pressure as we're coming up because I'm no longer jumping all the way down to 45. I'm now jumping from 46.5. jump, right? And as I jump, and I keep hitting that wall or keep hitting that ceiling, like it's like my income. I'm trying to break through a particular income level, but my floor has gotten shorter. What do you think is going to happen? What's the thing's going to happen if all that pressure, right, is still the same? We're still bouncing, but now the pressure is coming from a 46.5 level versus a 45 level. No. Man, we got a long way to go. What do you think is going to happen? Pressure from 46, 45. Now that pressure's at 46.5. We're bouncing, boom, up and down, trying to, eventually hitting this 48 level. What do you think is going to happen next? What do you think is going to happen? I know this is tough. This is new for so many people. Like, I never thought about stuff like that. I mean, this chart is really has a story. What's going to happen next? Now, when I say next, I'm not talking about immediately next, but I'm just talking about overall. What do you think is going to happen overall? Like, what do you think is going to happen at that 48 level? If we keep hitting that thing, we keep hitting that thing right here. We used to hit it from 45. Now we're hitting it from 46. What do you think is going to happen next? More than likely. More than likely, what's going to happen, guys, is going to break through 48. Too much pressure. You've been hitting that thing. You've been hitting that head too long. It's going to move past 48. It's going to break through. I keep hitting my head on 48. I keep hitting my head on the ceiling, but now I have to jump from so low. I'm 6 feet tall. If I jump right now, my head might braze 48. But if I jump from 3 feet higher and I jump, I'm going to hit my head. I'm going to hurt myself hitting that ceiling. But if I keep jumping, my head going to get hard. And eventually I'm going to break through that ceiling. You see what I'm saying? So this is what we're looking at now. Whew. Now, I don't know what I did. Oh, okay, I'm going to show y'all some stuff. I guess I'm going to show y'all. I'm not doing any trading right now. I don't have, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the breakthrough so I can cash out. I can give me some more. But here's what I did do. What I did do is I protected myself. I protected my capital from downside pressure. And I did that by converting to my stable coins or converting my dollars to this USDC. So I got $518 just sitting over here waiting for an opportunity to strike, but we don't have any opportunities right now. So we're just kind of waiting. I got the DAI coin. We're just waiting on some opportunity to strike, but I don't see any opportunity. So we're just waiting. So what am I going to do now? What I'm going to do now is what I had done is I set all of these orders, right, to buy at lows, right? So we're going to take a look here. OMG, GRT, ZRX. We're going to see if they're even close. If they're not close, I'm going to cancel these orders. I'm going to get that capital back, and I'm going to put that into USDC so I can just hold it, right, for the return, because I don't think it's dropping. So we tried to get this thing at 425. It's at 450. It's nowhere close, right? I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to get this little money back, right? I'm going to put my money back into my pocket, put it over there to go work for me while I'm waiting. OXT. Try to get this thing at $4.43. It's nowhere close. Boom, let me go ahead and cancel that order out. Because I did this so that if it happened overnight, I can go ahead and get me some. But you know what I'm saying? She wasn't playing fair. Look at this. Look at it. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at XLM. Speaking of XLM, what am I going to do now? This thing is up 11%. Right, I got in at 37 cents, 36 cents. Y'all know what I'm about to do now. Let me go ahead and hit that sell button. Let me go ahead and get 250 pieces off of this thing. Let me go ahead and get 400 pieces off of this thing. Let me go ahead and get a 400 piece off this thing. Take that off of your plate, man. Actually, I'm gonna go. Yeah, let me go ahead and get a 400 piece. Just get that. Boom, bam. I'm gonna go ahead and take some of that. Secure the bag. Everybody put down, secure the bag. Hey. Ain't no shame in my game, man. Got this thing at 37, 36, something like that, 37. Let me go ahead and take some of that off your plate. And I still keep it some, right? I'm still keeping some to keep on moving on my behalf. I didn't even see it. I was going to miss that had I not come over here and looked. All right, look at this. This is XLM, Atmos. Let's look at XTZ. Oh, I don't have any of that. Oh, I'm feeling pretty good in the neighborhood. Okay, let's keep going. What else do we got? ZRX, we got some of that. It's nowhere close. Let me go ahead and cancel that order, right? Now this ZRX is still moving kind of slow. I'm still waiting on ZRX to really make some moves here because I picked some up at about 132 or so. So I'm still waiting on that to really break out. Let's keep going. That was ZRX, I believe I just did. Now we'll take a look at CGLD. I was trying to get this. Looks like I did get some. I sold some. I sold some at 401 and 408. Okay, it still didn't come down here. I should have got better to get some more. But I'm gonna hold off on that. Not really worried about it. LRC. This was up 1%. I was trying to get this thing at 47.5. It's nowhere close. It's at 53 now. I got a sell order at 55 cents. Hopefully this breaks out. I'm actually going to change this from 55 to 54. So I'm actually going to do a 0.54 at this 400 mark to try and secure some bag on this thing. Let me do that. All right, LRC. Now I'm going fast here, guys. I'm sorry. I got to go. I got to move. All right, Ren, my favorite, my second favorite date here. We're trying to pick something at 90 cents. It's nowhere close. Let me go ahead and cancel that out so I can get my money back and we make some things happen. I'm trying to get this at 65 cents. Nowhere close. Let me go ahead and get my money back on that. GRT. Try to pick this up at $1.40. Nowhere close. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be. I'm gonna have some fun today. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have some fun. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have me some fun today. Get my money back. So let me go back to my orders and make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, so I got one set at. Well, I got one thing to sell at 54 cents. Now I have my capital back, which was USD, which is 11.85. So I'm going to convert this to USDC. Because now I'm just going to wait. I'm waiting right now. I'm going to preserve my capital. And while I preserve, I'm going to get some of this 0.15% on top of this thing. It's only going to let me move $502. That's cool. Over here. Now, what I'm going to do then, I got 502. Let me see if I can find another opportunity over here. I'm going to go over to another market, USDC. And I probably missed some opportunities here. I did. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to hold it right now. I'm just going to hold right now. Let me see if we see anything else. Let's see if we see anything to buy. Anything I could buy. Anything I could buy. Well, if I wanted to buy, then I could buy. Look at that. Atom's back up 13%. Oh, my goodness. I will buy Atom, Algo, or Tezos. And let's see what Algo is doing. Algo looks like it's going to be Algo. All right. It looks like it's going to be Algo. I'm going to go ahead and scoop me up some more Algo. Let me convert this back to USDC. I mean, the USD. And I'm actually going to buy 683 piece of, let me see here. I'm going to buy 300 piece of Bitcoin. No. Oh, where's Ethereum? What's Ethereum doing? Yeah, Ethereum. Y'all know how it is. So I got 683. Let's say divided by 3. That'd be basically about 200. 250. Let's just do 250 here. No, let's do 225. I'm gonna buy some Ethereum. We buy some Bitcoin, another 225. Boom. And then I'm going to buy the rest in Algo. I'm gonna spend my money. I don't know. I ain't leave my money out there. Just do nothing. Boom. Buy. All right. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna move that thing on over, and I'm gonna try to move Algo over eventually. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it today because it's still got a hold on some of my stuff. Well, let's see if it's gonna let me. It's gonna let me move some stuff. It's gonna let me move this Algo. Bang, bang. All right, bang, bang. Now, what did I do? You guys like, what all did you just do there? Well, again, I don't want my money just sitting there doing nothing. So it can do something. So I just went ahead and risked it for the biscuit. I took some of my capital off, and I'm just going to go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying, boom, do something with it, right? I still have another $1,000 that I can invest or I can go trade with. So I got $1,000 I can trade with when the time comes. The time ain't right now. So I went and bought me some more Bitcoin. I bought me some more Algo, which is paying me 6% to hold. I bought some more Ethereum. As you guys know from yesterday, I want to own some Bitcoin. I want to own some more Ethereum, right? So eventually Ethereum, I'm going to be able to make 7.5% off of. So I might as well start getting me some as much as I can right now. And it seemed to be a pretty decent deal for where we are right now while I'm still waiting on the run-up. Now, if the run-up happens, and the run-up probably will happen, I still have all of these coins right? I'm not going to sell Bitcoin. I'm not going to sell Ethereum, but I got Algo, Tezos, and Cosmos that and Stellar Lumens now that I could then sell, or I could convert to secure the bag. So I'm still in a good position. I'm in a win no matter what position. I mean, I don't know how I lose. I don't know how I lose at this point. That I put myself in position to win. Okay. And I'm just gonna keep doing. This is how I grew 6,500 to 20,000 in 25 days. And I'm gonna do it again. So tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna do next, because I'm going to secure those bags, and I'm gonna start I'm gonna bring as much out. I'm gonna start going to my vaults and all that stuff, pull all that stuff out, secure that stuff, and then I try to get down to about 10,000, maybe 5,000. I don't know. Try to get down to 8,000 or so, something like that. And we're gonna start doing what? We're gonna start planning for March, the March of Dimes. The March of Dimes challenge simply is this. I want you, if you accept this challenge, I'm challenging you to acquire as much crypto as you can afford to acquire over the month of March. It's a significant month because we do have Coinbase, which should be going public towards the end of March. And I'm telling you, you probably want to have as much crypto as you can prior to them going public. And we know that they're going public. So if we know that something's going to happen, then we might as well put ourselves in position to benefit, to financially benefit from said events. Okay. So if you accept that challenge, the March of Dimes challenge, go ahead and put in the console that you accept. And then also, you may be someone that's trying to accept it, but you don't have anybody to hold you accountable to your very own financial greatness. Well, that's where you may decide, you know what? I might not do the whole BBC thing. I'm still kind of, I don't know what I'm worried about, concerned about. This brother here has just been teaching me for free, but I'm going to go ahead and make a contribution. That could be a $5 contribution to become a $5 supporter of this page. This is on Facebook. So you just simply come to Facebook, and you're going to see a pinned post, the very first post, and it's going to have a little button that says support now. And you click the support now, and then you make the commitment of $5 a month. And I'm telling you, if you invest in me, I will invest in you. And I can guarantee you that you're going to get way more than $5 worth, because you're already getting more than $5 worth. I'm putting the pressure on you to invest in yourself so that you can get to the money. You can get out of debt, you can get rich, and you can build wealth. In the comments below, I'd love for you to share something that you learned today. We don't do this just to do this. We do this to make a difference. We do this to make an impact. We do this to serve you. What difference have we made in your life today? I'm simply asking you to answer this question in the comments below. Was this worth your time? And why? Was this worth your time? And why? So while you guys are typing your feedback from today, you know what I'm saying? Waking up early in the morning to learn. And it might be not be early where you at, but it's early over here. Right? The more you learn, the more you earn. Not only can you become a supporter, but you may decide that you want to join the full-fledged club. We're working on a crypto investment club together. We're working on real estate groups together. We're working on everything we're doing it together. We're either going to ride or we're going to die together. One of the two. Okay. And I don't plan to be dying no time soon. So we're taking this thing to a whole nother level. We're showing, right? We're showing by our action what it looks like to practice, not just talk about, not just have a hashtag about, but to practice group economics. That's exactly what we're doing. You can decide to join us as we grow together, right? You want to go fast, you go by yourself. You want to go far, you go together. Okay. And you can do that by simply going to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. Click on the Join the Club tab. Yes, it's $50 a month, but here's what I learned. I would gladly exchange $50 a month to learn how to make $500 a month. And I would say she's going to learn how to make more than that, but that's just an extra digit. I don't know how many guys can't use an extra digit, but will you be willing to invest in yourself? Okay. Let's see here, man. Catch up on the comments, then we'll get up out of here. Peter, give me my check, man. That's right, man. Hey, buy crypto in March, brother Peter. Hey, matter of fact, Peter, let me show you something. Because Peter, he was on here yesterday. He was feeling some type of way about this thing called Cosmos. And what I tell Peter yesterday, fret not, my friend. You just go ahead and you average down. And then, yeah, guess what, Peter? Peter woke up today and he's saying, wait a second, that thing up 12% since we last met. And if I just did what he told me to do, go buy some more, that means I'm now in a winning position. Plus, I'm getting the 5%. Peter, cut me my check. Woo, love Peter. Me and Peter go way back, by the way. Remember, my brother from another mother in North Carolina, I believe. And we used to be on this platform called Blab. And so, you can imagine Blab. Y'all got Clubhouse now. We had Blab. And so me and Peter, man, used to get together and talk. And that's what we do, just blab that thing out. So anyway, me and Peter go way back. He gonna cut me my check, though. I know that. All right, man. Hey, need to learn reading charts better. Okay, so you don't set any sell limits for Algo Ethereum. I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm not selling those. I don't need to sell those. Those are things I keep. I told you guys there's some things I keep and some things I sell. I want this so much. Hey, keep on showing up, Ms. Reed. Keep on showing up. You're gonna get it. Transform my mind will change my wallet. Make a decision. Absolutely. It's worth my time because you're the best teacher. I had to learn stuff. Thank you for sharing with me. Ms. Yvette, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what you're gonna do because after tomorrow, you ain't made that investment, that $5 investment, Miss Yvette. You ain't made that $50 investment, Miss Yvette. You're gonna be wondering where we went. I'm trying to tell you. I love you like a godmother, but hey, you know what I'm saying? I just turned 5 a.m., so it'll get to 4 a.m. so I can say enough of what I value. I find this absolutely, man. Thanks again. I need to learn to read the charts. It's come to understand the charts better. Absolutely, that's what we do. I learned to take a chance to learn, invest in Coinbase. Awesome. Saturday, everybody be blessed. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Queen. All right, let's catch up on these comments. You too. I learned to sell my capital, not my profits, and play with house money. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good way to go. Japan just opened up an app to the U.S. for crypto. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so make sure you put that into the support group, Mr. Lena. Put that link or that article into the support group. That's what it's for, right? When is the class? When is the class in sex with no dating? I learned how to read the chart without indicators. Absolutely, man. Always with my time, I learned that I must have a chess mentality. All options must be considered. Blah, man. Absolutely, man. It's worth my time because I'm learning the skill to build wealth for my family and I. This is the New Black Wall Street presenting you guys the Black Money and Power Show. And I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified global financial educator. I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we really need. And thank God, that's more than enough. We'll be back at 7:45 for our New Black Wall Street Book Club session where we're reading the wealth choice, right? Choosing to develop our wealth consciousness, reading the wealth choice at 7:45. Until then, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The New Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there at the next episode of The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street.